Hey guys, we're back with what I like to call the letter. I'm never going to stop doing that opening. That's every time now. Oh, I can see how many achievements we have. 44%. Well, Steam shows that too, I think. That's more than I thought we'd have. Though I imagine some are really, like, obscure. Incredibly hard to get. There's some for, like, doing a QTE. I think we did one in the very beginning, didn't we? I guess, since we have this. Anyway, let's continue. Right. We're about to do the elevator scene. Well, about probably the next 5 minutes. Where are we? Not too far in, actually. Huh. It was like way further in than this, but oh well. We're only done 25% of Ashton's. Like, total. There's just some choices we never made, probably. Yeah, like, you know, why pick the bad choices when we can pick the good choices? That's what I always say. I don't think we've actually gotten a bad ending before, since we skipped QTEs. Then in a too abrupt motion, she turns towards the copier and gets to work. Right, I told you, copy everything. So when only the machine's constant thrum fills the air around us, while I keep myself busy cleaning up the mess we made. Let me minimize that, get that up. Okay, OBS, you go there. Okay. Lack of talk is awkward, to put it mildly. Disturbing, at worst. But it's so used to just letting her babble away whenever it's just the two of us. Let's check this out. If I kept going like 2 more lines, would have been good to call it. They went to the realty place, yeah. You revealed the real deal with the mansion sale. That was unknown to even Isabella. Something possibly more terrible. I could tell, however. She wants to do more. She wants to fix this mess herself. The desire makes her antsy. But at the same time, she's learning how to not be impulsive or stubborn. Exactly as I've told her yesterday before agreeing to any of this. Or maybe these so-called changes have always been with her. Dire situations have always pushed people to change, after all. Although seeing this happen in front of me only makes it difficult to find the proper things to say. In an atmosphere this tense and charged, what's the first to talk about? Certainly not the news. What's worse is when you only realize all this in hindsight, right after you already ran your mouth up. Like, talk about the news. Like, have you heard about those murders? The people at this realty company? Oh, you work there? It's probably going to go well.
You know, for a house your company seems to be in a hurry to sell, they still made quite a fortune out of it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3... 6.
That was good. That was good.
Are you sure they're planning to give your entire share for this? This isn't a small amount, especially given the usual cut. And their accounting department isn't in the greatest shape either.
Even if they don't, it's not like someone still needs it.
And there's the reason why people don't let me talk. Silence once again descends throughout the room, denser compared to the ones we shared tonight. Behind me, I can still hear her movements, sharp and precise while she feeds the originals to the machine. Then with one last click, all of it stops. Her feet shuffles lightly against the floor when she moves away. Her feet's plural, that should be shuffle. Something creaks softly, probably the table. She settles her weight against its side. By this time, an apology is already on the tip of my tongue, but wait, that's not the table, Kiki, that's the ghost!
Well,
Papa's gone, Ash.
Within those scant few seconds, everything between us shifts as the gravity of her words sinks in. Right then and there, something harsh and immovable rises between us. Death is something I'm familiar with. Almost 10 years in the police force, it's impossible not to be acquainted with it. Wait, how old is Ashton? Like 29, isn't it? 26? 29, okay. It was been in 19. But this is different from those dead bodies who examined forensics. A far cry from the victims we found on a bad investigation. Those I could easily distance myself from. No emotional attachments, no need for pretenses. Yet somehow, still find myself grasping for things to tell her. Any words of comfort that will dull the pain. Because even without looking at her grief feels palpable enough. Her pain, an immutable weight hanging over us. So gently I offer, I think tell me about him would be. Like, just stay busy. That's like the worst thing you could say. Like, just stay busy. Don't think about it. Well, I mean, what relationship guide? Just stay busy. -2. Good. What's our relationship right now? Right there.
When?
Tell me about it.
Huh? When what?
Your dad. I mean, when did you find out?
She doesn't answer. Not immediately, anyway. For a long moment, the hush simply stretches out before us, spanning across the seconds we let pass, while we simply stand there, waiting. Eventually, she exhales. Lightly, we don't know enough that I might have missed it, and I've not been paying attention to her every movement.
Yesterday, around 3 in the afternoon there, Mama called. She told me he passed away in his sleep, and I guess I can take comfort in that, huh? That Papa wasn't in any pain when...
She trails off, releases another ragged breath hidden underneath her chuckles, each one mirthless, heavy with nothing but sorrow. Then she falters into silence. For all my attempts at lightening her burden, I'm suddenly at a loss. Reassurances could only do so much, when her only reason for staying here has suddenly gotten taken away from her, a hope yanked from under her feet right after it was generously given. Without that? Without the one person who pushes her to endure all the stuff she's going through, it's nothing but a struggle. What does one say to a person fraying at the edges? Fraying? Fraying? Slowly wearing thin and breaking. Are words even enough? Oh, was Asher born on Christmas? Wait, was that... No, December 26th. Okay. So someone was born on the holiday, weren't they? Yeah, you're back at April 1st. Oh, April 1st is coming up. You guys... When this goes up, April 1st should have already passed, I think. Wait. No, it'll just about be April 1st, I think. Because 22 is 61... 25 is 62. So yeah, this will be uploaded on the 28th, assuming I don't miss a day. It looks like. And pay attention to April Fools. It's gonna be good. Planning to have 3 videos up on April Fools. And all of them will be a delight. Let me just tell you that. I don't want to go into it too much. But usually, I'll just say this: my usual Cody Hess video will be out. Will be one of the 3. Go look at my playlists and look at the Cody Hess official album. If you're not familiar, it's something else. Let me tell you that. What right do I have anyway? Can I give her anything apart from lies that change me as a person, an affection she may or may not even want for herself? Because no matter how easy she's warmed herself into our lives, how immutable her presence has become, your own heart will always yearn for something else. For home.
Tell me about him.
Huh? About what?
Your dad. Tell me about him. Anything. Just talk. Say anything you want. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll listen.
Silence again, as if she's testing the weight of my question. For what purpose it is. For a reason even I can't say right now. That's not how you use semicolons! After a while... Wait, hold on, let me look at that line again. Hold on, silence again? For what purpose it is. For... Yeah, that's not... Nope. X. Big X through it. After a while, though, she starts. Reluctantly, her voice hitching, faltering, and stumbling on each syllable she chooses her words. A rough start, but soon it steadies. Along with it, to keep company the stories from childhood and memories she's fond of. Yeah, there's gonna be a ghost. Or the tears. There's 100% going to be a ghost. I like the CG. I like when CG's... Well, you know, like the... I don't know... The focus? There's like that blur, you know? I don't know what to call it. But yeah, there's gonna be a ghost. I got an achievement just now. I didn't look at what it was called. Steam. A shoulder to cry on. Despite this, in spite of the grief choking your words off, the hurt closing your throat. Oh. I don't know what that sound is. Is that just wind? I don't know. The hair closing her throat and the sobs racking her lithe form, she continues. Like the mere act of speaking is relief in itself. Can you guys hear it? Okay, just stopped. A release. It doesn't sound like an airplane or a helicopter or anything. It's not too windy out today, though. I'm not sure. She tells me of her father, the very person who named her, and she looked up to him. Now she was a bit of a tomboy growing up, in her attempts to imitate him. And the man encouraged her to pursue what she really wanted. Perhaps even the only thing she ever did for herself, having grown up not wanting anything more than food to be put on their tables.
He told me I don't have to listen to them. That I can do what I want. Every day, he'd wake up at 4, Ash. Because he'd earn more that way. And every single time, he'd give them to me. Whatever extra he earned, he'd hand them all. So I'd have something to use for my paintings. And you know what? Back home, just a good tube of paint costs almost as much as what we spend for food the whole day. But he'd always set something aside. Told me he wanted to see my paintings in a museum one day.
She pours all of it out. Every little thing she loved and admired about him. Like this, it's easy to see why she has gone to such great lengths for him. Why she abandoned her dreams. Why she went against his wishes. Just to grant him another chance at life. I think she'll say it's her warmth that draws people to her. Or her cheer. Neither are wrong, but neither is the whole truth to her either. Because those who have never bothered to look beyond the surface will never see it. See her. See someone earnest. Someone who's always meant well, despite her underlying stubbornness. This is how she loves. Warm. Steadfast. It's steadfast, right? Not steadfast? I think. Unflinching. Never meet many people like her. Not in my line of work. Not with the kind of people I've had to deal with. Always with something to hide. Always with something to lie about. Eventually, when you run across too many of them, you change. Become like them. In many ways. For a lot of reasons, she's the kind of person I want to be and be around with. Made me feel like I'm still worth something.
He didn't want me to leave. Said, begged. I could finish my studies first. In the end, I couldn't even grant him that one request. I'm a terrible daughter, aren't I?
I mean, you kind of wanted, like, got money and sent it home, so I mean, like, I'd say you're a pretty good daughter. I mean, that.
You're not.
Huh?
You're not. I can't speak for your dad. I haven't even met the man. But I know you're not.
Not entirely sure where I'm going with this. The remark just came out. Now I'm stringing all these together as I go. But one thing is certain. None of what I'm about to say is a lie.
The Isabella I know is a total klutz, but I've never seen anyone work as hard as she does. She's the type who wears her heart on her sleeve. Though it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's always in the right place. She's intimidated by a lot of stuff, but she knows how to appreciate the smallest things in life. Frankly, you've caused us no small amount of trouble since you barged into our lives. But when I'm with you, all of my worries seem trivial.
Heat has already crept up my face. When the turn this whole thing is about to take registers. Before I blurt the rest of it out, declare feelings I'm not ready to reveal to anyone, much less to her, and comes up to smother the rest of it. I mean, that's kind of been there. No embarrassment quickly takes the reins before I can completely clamp my mouth shut.
And I'm pretty sure Zach and Becca think the same way. You have a nasty way of growing on people like that, and you know what? We got everything we needed in here. I'll just wipe the security recordings and we're good to go. While I'm at it, you better wipe the snot off your face. And you don't look very nice when you're balding like that. Killer line, Ashton. You don't look very. Bravo. Killed it. Hastily, I gather everything. The personnel files, not the personnel kid. Client documents. I think that's just pronounced personal, right? It's just you spell it differently because it means slightly different. Sales agreements and contracts. Anything my hands could reach. Yeah, let's look at the. It's probably gonna say he confessed her, and then looming on the horizon. ... Oh no, okay, didn't do that. Like, there is a bad ending. Yeah, Ghost is coming. Record time. All of it has been stacked in a neat pile, ready for storage. Heading for the records room. Not a few seconds later.
Wherever that is. Should be an easy find, unless this place is a maze of some sort, which I highly doubt. Still beats staying here and seeing the look on her face. Crap. Really, her anger's still bearable. I could take that, including the... Is that glower or glower? She sends my way.
So, yeah, I'll go get the security videos and put these back where you pulled them from. Man, these are heavy, you know?
Ash, it's just paper. You don't even know where I...
Oh, no, I can handle this. Easy as pie. And, yeah, security cams, tapes, videos, cams.
You know, Ashton is actually worse at talking to girls than I am. This is like a new record.
Yeah, I'm off.
Her rejection at this point? Maybe not yet. Getting the files back to BRC's archives room is a cinch. With the documents back in their proper places, I locked the door behind me, tagging it twice just to make sure. Now on the next order of business. Removing the evidence of our little excursion in here, or at the very least, the part showing what we've been doing the past hour. Can't have our faces plastered on security footage, showing us breaking the law as it were, and have to wipe the data for Isabella's access card entries too. Surprisingly, finding their security room proves a breeze. What will be tricky is getting inside. The fact that no one has walked out during the whole time we've been here means the room is either empty or their security sound asleep. Banking more on the former. Oops. They're cutting corners and firing agents. I've no doubt that they fire the guy stationed here. They have anyone watching the monitors in the first place. It's a rather common thing for establishments. Just leave security recording indefinitely, and only check the footage if something actually happens. Just to check, I press my ears against the door, listening for a sign of anyone occupying their room. They're long, middle, and nothing. Give the knob a few rattles.
Standard lock and key. Should be easy enough to pick.
We've seen this scene before. We have a lockpick sets, but those are only to be used if necessary, and with a search warrant. Even then, it's a skill set rarely needed. Oh, but I guess this is a scene that they have to show because it's kind of foreshadowing. Well, I assume he's gonna get caught by Luke and the creepy dude. Like every time, no matter what route. I assume that's something that always happens. So they have to kind of foreshadow the lockpicking thing. So, well, not foreshadow it, just make it so it's not a Deus Ex Machina, basically. Bolt cutters and brute force are the favored methods. Those fails, call a locksmith. Me, for the good old hairpin trick when those options aren't available. Besides, they're easy to hide and store for emergencies. Running my hand through my hair, pick out a pair of bobby pins. 2 of these, and I can just open any standard lock. One makes the lever and the other makes the handle. One call it a complex skill, but it certainly takes time and a lot of practice to successfully pick a lock. Well, yeah, my thieving level is like 53, thank you very much, so I'm pretty good. Good thing I practiced with them for a bit of my college years. Learn more when they're accessible and standard issue for a law enforcement officer. Wiggle here, click there, and I managed to seize all the pins in the locking mechanism soon enough. With a slight turn of the knob, the security room's ripe for the picking. Oh, that's Isabella, okay. The room's odor hits me first. Sharp, nauseating stench. If someone has accidentally spilled a gallon of bleach in the room. When was the last time they opened this place?
Ugh, this place smells awful. Jesus, it's worse than the forensics lab on a bad day.
It's probably because of a badly botched effort to clean the place up. Even in the dark, I can spy dark stains on the walls. I really don't have time to try and play just this ketchup or soda right now. I have a strange gut feeling who the mess might belong to. As expected, no security personnel manages the office's CCTV controls, and the standalone DVR setup is open for anyone. Normally, I'd have a heap of things to say about this sloppy security setup. Right now, their negligence makes the whole task of erasing evidence easier.
No fuss, no muss.
The next one should be the access card data. You know, Ashley's the type of guy to say no fuss, no muss. Hopefully, getting into their computer won't be too much of a hassle. Everything up to now has been smooth sailing. There have been hiccups, I'll give it that, though it does nothing to dampen the good mood I'm in. Once I shift my attention to the machine sitting next to the DVR setup, all of it swiftly evaporates. I'm no computer buff, but I can definitely recognize one more than a decade old. Simply looking at it makes me feel younger. The heavy sigh, powered up, and mentally prepare myself for a slow slug. Slow, apparently, means an understatement here. It takes a whole 3 minutes for the thing to start up. The OS hasn't even started loading, and in my boredom, start inspecting the live feeds for the cams. Only 2 work. One for the view outside, everything seems to be in order there. The other for main workspace where it's a fleeting glimpse Cursory glance, but the sight of it stops me. Hey, do you see the wavy thing? Like, look, it's... Oh, he's talking about that. The image is a bit blurry, but standing there, right in the middle of the room by one of the cubicles, I got the form of a...
What the hell is...
I don't get too far into that line of thought. No few seconds after my words have slipped out, without any sort of warning, I'm still trying to make sense of what it is. Figure moves. A moment of paralysis hits me when she stops right in front of the camera. Like a dang girl, Kia goes still in the face of danger. Definitely haven't been trained to handle the supernatural. This is one, isn't it? And... Oh, frick. Her eyes bore into me, the malice in them piercing. Even beyond the screen, it's enough to make me go numb. Hey, Isabella, like there's a ghost right behind you. You want to turn around? Only the mud crashing to the floor. My hand accidentally takes a swipe at it, snaps me out of the trance, reminding me that I'm not the only one here. Isabella. So if she hasn't noticed anything. Am I the only one seeing this? In any case, whatever's happening, I have to get her out. Gathering my wits, I quickly reach for my phone. Takes all but 2 seconds before she answers, but there's no time for relief.
Ashton? Did you really have to call? We're practically on the same pool.
Get out of there.
What? Why are you...
Out. Get out. I'll meet you in the elevator.
You're creeping me out, Ash.
Just get yourself out of that place, now!
With that second thought, I back away from the controls, from the room, ready to be done with this place. But before my foot even moves, she disappears.
Son of a...
Oh. Can ghosts go through electronics? Like, do you think she crawled into the wire? Like, of the camera? Would that make sense? Instinct instantly takes over. My hand quickly reaches for the gun at my side, only to meet empty air. Mistake that cost me a few precious seconds, while the paperwork I brought with me threatens to scatter everywhere at the same time. Gathering everything in myself once more, with no weapon to protect myself, my sense of self-preservation kicks in. Next, and I lunge towards the door. I sprint across the office without daring to look back. Isabella's already waiting in front of the elevators by the time I make it out of their office. Worry creases her eyebrows upon glancing at me, but I don't have time to answer the question in her eyes. As soon as I reach her, I grab her arm, practically throw the two of us into the open elevator, slam the button for the ground floor. A sigh of relief escapes from me when the elevator starts its descent. The clicking noise fades off into the distance. Beside me, Isabella shifts, moving the stack of papers under her arm while she takes in my appearance. Concerns in her eyes, and all I offer is a small gesture of my hand, while I attempt to compose myself. Breathe. In. Out.
Why are we in such a hurry?
We need to get out of this place. Did you get everything?
Yeah, it's all here. But really, you don't look too good. What's wrong, Ash?
I mean, it's pretty easy to guess.
I'll be fine. I was in the security room. From the monitors, there was a fucking...
Hey, this isn't the right floor. The rest of what I'm about to say dies on my tongue when the elevator stops and the door is open too. There's a moment's pause while we both take in our surroundings. Confusion's understandably there.
Oh, come on! They should just replace this whole thing.
No, I'm quite sure I pressed for the ground floor.
Right? But it's just as Isabella said, the elevator always did have problems when I visited it in the past. Often, she becomes so angry whenever I try to get to her floor, she'll have to repeatedly smash the button for the elevator to even move. That was always good for a laugh. Wasn't too worried then. Now. From the distance, beyond the light's reach, the noise echoes in my ears along with the rapid pounding in my chest. Isabella stiffens and her eyes grow wide at the sound. Gingerly, she reaches up to grab the hem of my sleeve and grips it, hard, tight enough for her fingernails to dig through. Her eyes searches wildly for the source of the sound, while I stand protectively in front of her.
Ash, did you hear that?
What? The
Anyone there?
No, you just push the elevator!
I can hear you moving from here.
Ashton, you just saw the ghost. Are you an idiot?
Show yourself.
No response. Only the soft sound of something scurrying around the floor and the walls in slow, deliberate movements. Faint, though still audible enough in this hush. Until it stops. A moment.
We need to go, Ash. We have to.
And then, this time, I'm certain it isn't my imagination. Gets by training, my whole body freezes. Hand stilling mid-press on the button, eyes growing wide while waiting for any sort of movement from further back, ears strained for the source of the sound. Can't even offer Isabella any reassurances. Let's just lay it to a minute, dread has seeped into every nerve in my body. The last bit elevator still won't work.
This isn't in my fucking training manual!
Ash, we need to leave. I know that sound. Ash, please, get the elevator!
She's already pressing the button! Another series of shuffling against the ground, and laughter, and all of a sudden, she's just there. Oh yeah, this is her, like, crawling. It looks ridiculous from so far away. She looks like a candy cane. Like a twisted spider, she stares at us. A look of hunger in her eyes and venom in the twisted manner she smiles. A glee she has well earned, when we're dang flies that have been dropped right to the spider's web.
Ashton!
Damn it! Damn it!
Without warning, she moves, mocking me with each unhurried crawl she takes, knowing I'm at her mercy.
Fucking hell!
Ashton, the door! The door!
Our lives are in the hands of a crummy elevator, literally hanging between life and death. This is why you take the stairs. We're not gonna die here. Not in a dang elevator. As if divine powers heard me swearing up a storm in my head, the doors close just as that thing looms near. Hey look, I did the QTE, ha ha ha. Soon the elevator, the blasted thing, is headed up. Isabella's knees buckle in relief. 2 ticks, she's hugging herself without any care for the mess of papers and folders she dropped on the floor in her panic. She draws in one ragged breath after another, each one brimming with nothing but relief. And this is the most I've been tired my whole dang life. Not during training, when my superior first asked me to drop 100, not after a stakeout, but after smashing a freaking elevator button, repeatedly. I slumped to the ground as tired and worn out, but I don't let myself feel relief again, not until we're out of here. Isabella seems to be of the same mind as she looks to me. Still, I found myself sharing a shaky laugh with her.
We're okay. We're fine.
Yeah, I did the QTE, we're good. No bad ending for, like, at least a while.
Yeah, we're good. Alive.
Hey, that's a new Mineko song.
Fuck, we should have taken the goddamn stairs.
Twice I've seen it. Thrice if I include the party. Unless I'm tripping. Well, does that count? Does that count? The closest book is under some stuff, so I can do the joke. I didn't just have a book ready for when I make the stupid joke. I'm gonna count it. Without realizing it, there's no doubt in my mind that this is actually happening. I don't want to believe it. But with the truth staring at me in the face, it'll be stupidity to deny the reality of the matter. Okay, I think that's a good place to call it. Is this the one? No, that's not the new one. Oh, I guess... Okay, just bugged there, okay. So I'm sitting in the elevator. Elevator malfunction and drop them in the building's basement parking instead. A familiar face welcomed them. And so we're 27 minutes? Sub's sound asleep. That's convenient. Anyways, I'll be back next time with some more of the letter. Not too sure how it's gonna go next. They could contact the people that they got the information from. We never really saw anything come from Ashton visiting the place last time. But it's possible. And then I imagine Zachary and Rebecca will meet up. Probably around here-ish. Give or take. In the next episode or two, probably. I don't remember how Ashton's Young goes exactly, but I know basically he goes to the realty place. Next day he's like, I'm gonna break into the right mansion. And then, what's it? He gradually meets up with every character, whether they're alive or dead. And yeah, something like that. So see you guys next time. Bye.